Hi, dear students. So we were discussing the bringing of new war. ये एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है जिसमें आपको यूरोपियन जो कंट्रीज है उसकी राइवलरी के बारे में पता चलता है और यू विल कम टू नो दैट यहाँ पर क्या हुआ ऐसा कि यूरोपियन कंट्रीज जो थे जिनमें अगर हम शुरू करें तो स्पेन है, इंग्लैंड है, फ्रांस है, आपस में इनकी इतनी ज़बरदस्त टसल होती है और ऐसे इश्यूज क्रिएट होते हैं कि आपस में एक दौड़ लग जाती है, रेस लग जाती है। सो लेट अस स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द बिगनिंग व्हाट वर द इश्यूज। जब ट्रीटी ऑफ एक्सला चैपल हुई है तो लगा कि शायद यूरोप की प्रॉब्लम्स जो हैं वो सॉल्व हो गई हैं, लेकिन यूरोपियन प्रॉब्लम्स इन नॉन यूरोपियन वर्ल्ड सॉल्व नहीं हुई। अब आप सोचेंगे कि नॉन यूरोपियन वर्ल्ड कौन सा है। सो नॉन यूरोपियन वर्ल्ड है इंडिया, अमेरिका, वेस्ट इंडीज, वेस्ट अफ्रीका। और वॉर जो होती है इस टाइम पर इंडिया में भी होती है, अमेरिका में भी होती है, वेस्ट इंडीज में भी होती है और वेस्ट अफ्रीका में भी होती है। सो द वॉर इज फॉट बोथ ऑन द सी एंड ऑन द लैंड। और जो वॉर स्टार्ट होती है इट स्टार्ट्स इन द ईयर 1756 एंड इट कंटिन्यूज टिल द अमेरिकन वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस। एंड यूरोप में क्या होता है, देयर इज वॉर बिटवीन ऑस्ट्रिया एंड प्रशिया। जो इंग्लैंड है वो साइड करता है, वो एलाई किसका है, ऑस्ट्रिया का। फ्रांस किसका एलाई है, प्रशिया का। जर्मनी जो है वो 1871 में उसकी यूनिफिकेशन होती है अंडर द सुपरविजन ऑफ, और प्रशिया का जो रूलर है उसके इन्फ्लुएंस में, उसके पावर के अंडर जर्मनी इज यूनाइटेड इन 1871. So, if we have to see, okay, England is a promising country. It is known as the mistress of the seas. France is a powerful country. France and Spain, though of the same dynasties, they are powerful. Then what is the reason that the countries are in conflict with each other? So the reasons are ambitions of European states. What are the ambitions? Ambitions are colonial supremacy. Say, for example, अगर मेरे पास दो कार है तो मेरा पड़ोसी सोचेगा कि मेरे पास कम से कम तीन तो होनी चाहिए। सो अगर इंग्लैंड के पास इंडिया जैसे मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट एरियाज अगर आने वाले हैं तो फ्रांस ये चाहेगा कि मेरे पास भी और कॉलोनीज होनी चाहिए। इंग्लैंड ये भी सोच सकता है कि अगर इंडिया पर फ्रांस की ऑलरेडी अपना पावर उसने जमा कर रखा है, इंडिया इज ऑलरेडी अ कॉलोनी ऑफ फ्रांस, ऑफ द पुर्तगीज और द डच पीपल, व्हाई if I have to control India, then there should be no other foreign power competing with me. So this will lead to the colonial rivalry among the European nations. When England will go to India, it will not tolerate France and other nations in India. It will like to have its own sole monopoly over all the resources of India. So this is the ambition of the European states. The Europeans had not visualized that they are heading towards a crisis which they would ultimately lead to World War One. So every country, in order to attain power over other foreign countries, they need some friends. They need support. The support can be emotional, the support can be financial, the support can be military, or the support can be that if you help me in this war, I will help you when you are entangled in war with someone else. So they never had visualized that these colonial rivalries would lead them to World War One. So a mad race for colonies started, and the fight to outbeat contestants also started. Let us see. We talk about India. India, where there was no stability, we know that the small um, states were fighting with each other, and the British took advantage of this situation. So there was a fierce rivalry in India between French and the English people. Actually, when French had moved to India, they had some areas in India which were under their possession. Which were those areas? You can see Pondicherry, Karikal, all on the western sides. Malabar coast, Chandernagар Nagar in West Bengal on the east, some parts of Surat in the west, and some other places. When British people, you all know that it was during the times of Queen Elizabeth when the East India Company was established in 1600 AD and trade was established with India. So there were three Karnataka wars which took place in 1746, 1749, and 1756. Though these Karnataka wars were between the contestants of Karnataka who wanted to sit on the throne of Karnataka. But when there are more than two contestants, the British and the French, जब दो से ज़्यादा contestant होंगे यहाँ पर, तो ब्रिटिश एक contestant को support करेगी और फ्रेंच दूसरे contestant को support करेगी. सो इन तीन बैटल्स में, कर्नाटक वॉर्स में, एक तरफ ब्रिटेन था, एक तरफ फ्रेंच था. सो डायरेक्टली द वॉर वॉज बिटवीन द कर्नाटक कंटेस्टेंट्स, the contestants for the Karnataka throne, but indirectly the war was between Britain and French. So what happens? The war took place, and in the end, the gist is that in the end, the English came out victorious. So, what was the condition? That the French people will leave Karnataka. And what was the condition kept in front of the Karnataka Nawabs? अगर आप इंग्लिश या ब्रिटिशर्स के सपोर्ट चाहते हो, अगर आप ब्रिटिशर्स के सपोर्ट चाहते हो कि उनकी आर्मी आपको सपोर्ट करे in times of any difficulty or exigency, then what will happen? You are going to throw the French out of your state. आप फ्रेंच को यहाँ से बाहर निकाल दोगे, and you will promise that you are not going to employ any foreign person in your state. Only English would be here. So by this, indirectly or directly, the English got supremacy in India. And during these three Karnataka wars, you all must have heard about the Battle of Palasi, which took place in 1757, by which the British got the rights, trading rights in Calcutta. They defeated Nawab Sirajuddaulah, and after that, in 1764, they defeated Sujauddaulah, Shah Alam, and Mir Qasim in the Battle of Buxar, and they got the Diwani rights of Calcutta, Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha. And that is considered the most decisive battle, more decisive than Palasi also, when the British people, they had the rights over India's economy. So it was the beginning. So this 7-year war, it was concluded with the signing of the Treaty of Paris in 1763. Which countries defeated? France. The humiliation would be seen where? In France. What is Paris? Paris is the capital of France. So the British, some of the dignitaries, they visited Paris. वहाँ पर बैठकर decision हुआ that we have to decide the provisions of the Treaty of Paris in 1763. So the year 1763 is important as it declared Great Britain's victory over France and Spain. अब हम स्पेन का नाम क्यों ले रहे हैं? क्योंकि फ्रांस और स्पेन दोस्त हैं, इकट्ठे लड़ रहे हैं. So this is the joint venture France and Spain during the 7-year war. 7-year war कब शुरू हुई? 1756 to 1763. So this is the 7-year war, 1756 to 1763. So ये हम जब बात कर रहे हैं तो इसमें हमने एक थिएटर की बात की है. लुक डियर स्टूडेंट्स, जब हम बात करते हैं द थिएटर ऑफ वॉर, देयर हैज टू बी टू पार्टीज. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट सीरीज, क्रिकेट की सीरीज की बात करते हैं या टेस्ट मैचेस की बात करते हैं, तो हम कभी ये नहीं देखते कि वर्ल्ड कप के जो डिफरेंट मैचेस हैं या टेस्ट सीरीज हैं वो एक जगह पर, अलग अलग जगह पर होती है और अलग अलग जगह पर उनके डिसीशंस, उनके रिजल्ट्स भी अलग होते हैं. सो हेयर ऑल्सो द 7 ईयर वॉर, हम क्या देख रहे हैं? 7 ईयर वॉर हम देख रहे हैं. क्या वॉर बिटवीन द फ्रेंच एंड द ब्रिटिश, was it fought only in the Indian subcontinent, India में, या somewhere else also? So last में हमने जब बिगिन किया था तो हमने क्या पढ़ा था? हमने ये पढ़ा था कि फ्रेंच और इंडिया की जो राइवलरी होगी वो 3 जगह पर होगी. इंडिया में होगी, अमेरिका में होगी एंड यूरोप में भी होगी, और लेटर स्टेजेस में अफ्रीका में और वेस्ट इंडीज में भी होगी. When we talk about America, this includes the area of Canada, America, and later we will proceed towards West Indies, Caribbean. So after the Treaty of Utrecht in 1713-15, the French were very active in America. They had moved to America. They had forts, stations, mission stations, trading posts, which controlled the Great Lakes of Illinois, St. Lawrence, and Mississippi. And the French had also coup possessions in America. Now, the English were very jealous that I have possessions in India, but the French are dominating in Canada and America. What should I do that I also start dominating in the areas of Canada and America? The English colonies were confined to narrow coastal strip along the Allegheny Range. Though they had 13 colonies, they were New Jersey, it was New York, Carolina, Massachusetts, Philadelphia, and more. They were divided into 13 disunited, they were not united, and the French had upper hand. And this bothered the English. How I can have, how we can have strong hold over the areas of Canada, which would ensure the English domination over Canada and America. So now there started struggle in Acadia. The British were on the entrance of St. Lawrence. If you remember, I take back you to the times of Henry the Seventh and Eighth, when John Cabot and Sebastian Cabot, they first, had control over Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. And now to protect the Louisbourg, the French refortified the area in 1748 because they had reached the mouth of, this St. Lawrence. So the French were alarmed, they were alert, and the British people garrisoned Halifax in Nova Scotia. The problem was of keeping the troops. कि जितनी भी ट्रूप्स और सेना रखी थी वहाँ पर, वो नोवा स्कॉशिया में, वो सारे के सारे फ्रेंच थे. अब आप मुझे ये बताइए कि अगर अंग्रेज कहें कि हम नोवा स्कॉशिया पर अपना अधिकार करना चाहते हैं और फ्रेंच लोग उनको आवाज़ अगर लगाते हैं, तो नोवा स्कॉशिया के लोग किसके सगे होंगे? It is but natural that they would like to side with the French people because the population is French. Or French people, they wanted to exploit this situation and they tried every method भड़काने के लिए नोवा स्कोशिया के लोगों को कि अंग्रेज़ों को यहाँ से बाहर निकाला जाए, और जो लोग अंग्रेज़ों को बाहर निकालेंगे उनको इनाम भी दिए जाएंगे. French also occupied Brunswick, that was the part of Acadia, and this led to British decided upon the deportation कि पूरी फ्रेंच पॉपुलेशन को यहाँ से खदेड़ना है और ये एरिया सारा का सारा हमने अपने अंडर करना है. So there was struggle in the Ohio Valley. In 1749, French people, they tried to occupy Ohio Valley, that is the area behind the British territories. ब्रिटिश ट्रेडर्स जो वहाँ पर काम कर रहे थे उनको दौड़ा दिया गया, एक्सपेल कर दिया गया। जो गवर्नर है वर्जीनिया का, ही इज़ एन इंग्लिशमैन, रॉबर्ट डेनविडी। He was sent with a force under George Washington to warn of the French कि यहाँ से फ्रेंच लोगों को खदेड़ो, और एक छोटा सा फोर्ट वहाँ पर बनाया गया जिसका नाम पिट्सबर्ग है, probably because Pitt was the prime minister. He had sent him to have control over this area. So they were trying their hard to lay hands on the area which were supposed to be under which was under the French people, and to discuss and to decide the possession of Ohio Valley, एक 13 कॉलोनीज की कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑल्बनी में की गई 1754 में. सो दे वांटेड टू हैव पोजेशन ऑफ द ओहायो वैली. कौन? द ब्रिटिश पीपल. ये प्लान किया गया कि एक ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे कॉन्फ्रेंस, उनमें सारे कॉलोनीज वालों को बुलाएंगे और उनको कहेंगे कि देखो तुम्हें अपने अपना बचाव करना है फ्रेंच लोगों से. नाउ दीज कॉलोनीज, they didn't want to lose their autonomy because हमने पहले भी पढ़ा है कि जो 13 colonies थे, they were disunited, they were not united. They didn't want to lose their autonomy like New York people or Carolina or Massachusetts people said that why we have to, have ties with Philadelphia people. We don't want to lose our autonomy. So things were left to home government to settle the issue. Now here it is home government. Home government कौन सी है? कौन सी है होम गवर्नमेंट? द ब्रिटिश एंड द फ्रेंच. हाउ टू सेटल द इशू बिटवीन द ongoing conflict between the French and the British people. It was Benjamin Franklin's proposal. Now, what happens? The French fortified the woodland fort and faced Washington's army of 400 men who wanted to regain the fort but was defeated. And the French rebuilt and fortified the fort and called in Duquesne. So he was called. The colonies the colonies were stubborn, adamant, and they refused. उन्होंने कहा कि हम कॉमन एक्शन नहीं लेंगे, और जो ओहायो का एरिया है जिस पर ब्रिटेन अपना अधिकार करना चाहता था, that was taken away by the French because the British did not get any support from the local people of these American colonies. Up French next moved towards Lake Champlain, fortified Ticonderoga, reached up to Hudson, commanding water route from Lake Lawrence, and knocked the very heart of English settlements. So it was again alarm for the British army. So what happens? These armies were on foot. It was an open battle between Britain and the French. Open battle. ये नहीं कि कोई रिवर में या कहीं पानी पर समुंदर में लड़ाई हो रही है. जो ब्रिटिश फोर्सेस है, इंग्लिश फोर्स, दे वर कमांडेड बाय जनरल ब्रैडॉक, और फ्रेंच की कोई 3,000 लोग थे. पैदल चलते चलते दे वर ट्राइंग टू अटैक द ब्रिटिश पोजेशंस ऑन द वे ऑफ लेक चैंपियन एंड रिवर हडसन के इर्द गिर्द साथ साथ जो भी उनकी पोजेशंस थी उन पर अटैक कर रहे थे. A war was declared for the supremacy in America. कि who is the real master of America? Are the English real masters of America, or the French are the real masters of America? So this open war began in 1755, and the contestants कौन है? लड़ने वाले दो teams कौन सी हैं? एक English है और दूसरा कौन सा है? The French. So now the war is going to start between these two nations for the supremacy over these areas. Now, what happens? It's a diplomatic revolution. War was inevitable. Inevitable मतलब होनी थी, उसको कोई रोक नहीं सकता था. Between England and France, in India and America. The diplomatic revolution was reversal of long-standing alliances in Europe. जैसे पहले हम कह रहे हैं कि जो अलायंसेस जिसके साथ थी अब वो रिवर्स होगी, उल्टी होगी. कैसे? ऑस्ट्रिया अब जो है वो फ्रांस का दोस्त बन गया और प्रशिया अब जो है वो इंग्लैंड का दोस्त बन गया. It was basically an effort to preserve or upset the European balance of power. European balance of power क्यों upset करना था? कि ऐसे दो पावरफुल कंट्रीज दोस्त ना बन जाएं जो यूरोप के लिए थ्रेट क्रिएट करें. और दूसरा कि फ्रेंच इन्फ्लुएंस जो है वो जर्मनी पर कम करने के लिए, ताकि जर्मनी के जो हिस्से हैं, हैनोवर है, बवेरिया है, वोटमबर्ग, हैसी है, वहां पर फ्रांस का कंट्रोल ना हो जाए. वाई? बिकॉज इंग्लैंड का जो रूलर है ही इज फ्रॉम हैनोवर, एंड दे वांटेड टू, द ब्रिटिश पीपल वांटेड टू प्रोटेक्ट हैनोवर. Pitt denounced the government and Whig oligarchy. So what happens now? Though people did not like Pitt, but Pitt knew that he is the only one who can take out, England from this skirmish. इस problem से England को वही निकालेगा. In November 1756, Pitt forms a ministry with Newcastle on a condition कि Pitt का काम foreign affairs होगा and he is going to handle the wars. ही मेड अ स्ट्रेटजी, रिवाइव्ड मिलिशिया, मतलब मिलिट्री अपनी फिर से उसने रिक्रूटमेंट की, उनको ट्रेन किया, डिसिप्लिन किया, न्यू आर्म्स एंड इक्विपमेंट्स अरेंज कराई. और देन he supported Clive in India. Okay, if you want to have Battle of Plassey, if you want to have control over India, if you want to have control over the Diwani rights or the right to collect the land revenue, or you want to annex the areas in England, go ahead. He supported the army of Prussia, Frederick the Great, and signals of victory started pouring in. Pitt was a great commoner, a great warrior, a very strong headed and capable general. Pitt's policy was too much for France to handle, and finally, Bourbon France had to accept the Treaty of Paris in 1763. And who was the ruler? Bourbon ruler, he was Louis XV. Great Britain renamed supreme, again the establishment of stronghold in America. ये किसके हाथों में आया? ग्रेट ब्रिटेन. नॉर्थ अमेरिका में, इंडिया में, मिनोरका, मेडिटेरियन बेस, had control over territories in Africa and West Indies. Pitt gave a new empire to Britain, but he had to resign as George III sits on the throne of England in 1760, and Earl of Bute was advised to end the war because he did not want to continue the war. But this doesn't end here. We are going to go ahead and we are going to study the American War of Independence and American Revolution. After Booth's resignation in 1763, John Grenville he became the prime minister.